Yeah. Greetings in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie the First. And I give thanks to all new subscribers. You understand? And I appreciate the share and the likes and the comment then. Every comment, even when we are not agreeing. You understand me? Yeah. Today that one here about USAIN BOLD. In defense of USAIN BOLD and the coronavirus scandal where they try to perpetrate upon one of the most famous and iconic characters in present day Jamaica. You understand what I say? So we're gonna start off by this politically. Because it's all politics anyway. In the 1980, yeah, population of Jamaica was then close to 3 millions. Yeah, 2,935,000. You understand me? Then the 1980 election now between Michael Manley and Edward Seaga, that Seaga won by. The turnout for that vote was 2,348,000 people voted in that election. You understand? The people that didn't vote from was 497,000. See? That's the amount of the population that didn't partake in that election that year. Yeah? Alright. In 2003, in 1983, Edward Seaga won that election by a landslide because the tactic was that he was going to use the same census from the 1980 election to judge this election thing that could have been done them times. And Michael Manley said no, that's him not accept that, so he boycotted the election and he didn't campaign. Now there ain't a PNP vote, so obviously we're not gonna even try compare numbers with that one. See? Alright, fast forward to 2020. You get what I say? Where the JLP won 63 of the 49 of the 63 constituencies and the PNP won 14. You understand what I say? And the JLP got 75% of the votes while the PNP got 25% of that vote, which the GLP or the electorate is clearly describing as a landslide. And that's and I can't see to recognize it that way because this is where my concern comes in. Yeah, my concern comes in now. My question is, when does the people who boycott the election in general, not a political party, yeah, have any reverence? When does their actions come to get any justification whatsoever? When does their actions are concerned get any look into or consideration type of thing? Yeah? When will there be consideration for the people's feeling? You understand what I say? Seeing there should be some sort of system set up whereby the electorate, so for instance, the entire election has to be like 75% to 80%, let's say even 60% to be generous, of the population has to be recorded to have voted in that election for it to be recognized as an election. Because if majority of the people are demoralized and decide to boycott the election, obviously something is wrong and these people need representation as well. You understand? Those are demoralized because they does not respect or feel like they are being represented by the parties that are campaigning at the moment. You understand me? So these people should be recognized and enabled to partake in this election, in every election. You understand me? For instance, if the election run and it's below 50%, below 60%, that election does not, that win or lose does not qualify. And what will happen to the government is that both parties gonna form a alliance and run the country until while campaigning for a new election. You understand? While reaching out to these people and try to connect more with the people so as to attract more vote from the population in the next election that will follow soon, whether months or a year or so, as soon as you reach out and find out what them people you need and make the necessary connection, the relevant connection. You get what I say? Yeah. See, that's my thing. See, the next thing is a party cannot claim landslide or any significant victory from that. You understand me? And disregard the real concerns of the people, because that's what's going on with the 2020 election, and I'll explain further. I won't even go into it anymore. I'll just explain right now. From a population of over 3 million people in the 2020 election, yeah, only 37% of that vote. You get what I say? You don't have to do the numbers, I've got it here. That means 1,110,000 people voted in this election. You get what I say? 63 constituencies, 1,110,000 people vote. You get what I say? The GLP got 49%, no, 75% of this vote, and the PFP got 25%. No. We have to stop use percentage as a figure to describe any form of real, rational logistics or statistics. You understand what I say? Because you can have 100, you can have 50% of one, it is half. 50% of half is quarter. You understand what I say? So when a guy use percentage, he cannot describe or detail any figure or hide any figure. Or hide the real figures. You understand what I mean? I know that one is slow and complex, but I'm not very good at mathematics. I'm just doing my best. I think I've got the mathematical version of dyslexia. When I see numbers, I get drowsy. You understand what I mean? I say, but bear with me and try work with me. You get what I say? Yeah. So the GLP got 75% of the total vote of 1,110,000. You understand what I say? We know the amount of work by this amount of work out the number, the literal actual number of people will vote. See, the PMP got 25%. See? Now 34 so basically the GLP got 34.2% of the votes. See? Yeah, leave that out. Anyway, that 75% of that 1,110,000 would have been like 800,000. So the GLP readily accept and admits it. 800,000 people vote for them. Yet them call it a landslide. You get what I say? The GLP readily admits it. 3/4 of the population no vote. Yet them jump and call it a landslide and brag about it. Disregarding the concern of the vast majority of the Jamaican people. You understand what I say? And now, in order to hide these figures and the shame and the disgrace of what really transpired in the so-called election, the GLP is using USAIN BOLD, our top iconic figure who's known worldwide, as a scapegoat, a smoke screen to deter questions in regards to what really went on in this election. You understand what I say? To deny and refuse responsibility in connecting and reaching out to the people. He's using one of the most iconic figures who does know how and who has connected and has always stayed connected and true to the people. You understand? This prime minister, this social media warrior of a prime minister, you understand, is actually at it again. Using USAIN BOLD as a scapegoat to get likes and views. USAIN BOLD has become the clickbait of the GLP party. You understand what I say? I hope I'm making sense to you, and I hope the figures made sense. You know, see it? So them like a social media action and attitude here. We don't really need enough force and the corrupt attitude from our, manifestation from the opposition with the social media approach towards things, but them need more action in the social media realm to get the message across, because I just say they know. You know, see. But this prime minister has abused it to so much degree and unknown to the people. It's easy to send $1 million USAID can get them contribution from them international benefactors or contributors. They send $1 million go give Mark Zuckerberg, and Mark Zuckerberg direct the traffic in Jamaica the way for favor the one who pay. I definitely know Peter Bunting never suggests or mentioned anything like that too. But then again, the imagination wasn't there. The concentration of the imagination wasn't there on behalf of the PNP, because like I said, the thinkers and the young people, them they draw one side and a burn a fire and a go on like them are truants. Plain and simple. Some like a spoiled picnic. some little privileged prats. You understand? That's what the vast majority of the PNP behave like throughout this campaign. Anyway, we're not going to do even them. We are talking about the figures in regards to the landslide success of the Brogard down there. You understand what I say? It's all dunceness. You get what I say? It might benefit and capitalize off of the people in distraction. You know, see? And he's using distraction and smoke screens to maintain his position and his agenda. You get what I say? This is a very questionable result. Questionable in the fact that there is a vast majority of the population who is demoralized by both the political process and the electoral process. And this needs immediate look into. You understand what I say? And stop use USAIN BOLD when I have nothing to do with no politics, no uprising or no downfall. And stop trying. I want to try. Don't make we dig into this some more and come out again, because we will be afraid that when we're there, we're not sleeping. You know, see. Yeah, man, more bless. Share, like, and subscribe.